Now this is a story all about Will Smith. He's on Netflix.
Yep. That's right, baby. It's time for movie trailer trash. Enjoy. Hello and welcome to Movie Trailer Trash. Thank you for that wonderful introduction.
Thank you.
Really summed up what the episode's going to be about.
What's up? This is Bethany.
I'm Charlie.
And welcome. As Charlie said, I hope you enjoyed my little rendition of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air song.
The French Prince?
Fresh.
Oh.
Hey,
What?
I have a stuffy nose. I
Oh,
appreciate it if you don't make fun of every word that comes out weird.
I have a stuffy nose too. We both have...
We're coming off the flu.
Yeah, we both were previously getting down with the sickness the last week or so.
It was rough. But you know what? We're back to normal-ish.
Kind of.
Feeling good.
Yeah.
And excited to do another podcast.
Right. Well, we just watched the Oscars a few days ago. And during the middle of the Oscars, I think that people probably noticed it because it was so off-putting, was this teaser trailer for the movie Bright, which features Will Smith. And it was so weird.
Well, and it was really quick.
Well, yeah,
so you're
like,
what did I just see?
It's only 30 seconds
real?
long. And it starts with this land is your land, this land is my land.
Yeah, like an old country song.
And you see what describes in the actual movie description an orc holding a shotgun.
Okay.
Okay.
When you looked it up, that's what it said.
Yeah.
He was.
And so apparently what this movie is Will Smith is a cop in a world that has monsters and spiritual things.
So
and
in
all
a
this
fantasy
stuff.
world.
Yeah, but not a super intense fantasy world. It just is our world, but it has monsters in it, basically.
It's like our world if Lord of the Rings was set in our world.
Yeah,
like all those type of characters, but in a very modern America.
Right, and so he is forced to work with an orc to try and find and capture a weapon that people are looking for to try and take over this weird universe.
I got to tell you, when I first saw this during the Oscars, I couldn't remember where I first saw it. Thanks for reminding me. It almost looked like an Onion thing or like one of those Funny or Die videos.
Or
because it was so short, it's 30 seconds long, and it was like Will Smith with a shotgun looking like a cop, and you're like, okay, he's going to be a cop. And then it's like all of a sudden these like monster looking things, this like blue sci-fi looking lady, and then it's just over. It just it shows him holding a sword all of a sudden. He went from being a regular cop to some guy holding a sword, and then it was like Netflix. And I'm like,
yeah, he's
Netflix?
holding like an iron sword with like little crosses like etched into it and stuff like that. And it just looks so silly.
Netflix.
Yeah, and so this movie is going to be
the
released.
Last place I would have expected Will Smith to do a movie was with Netflix. Even though Netflix obviously makes good movies and good content, and they're obviously the place to be, right? But even still, I think that he would think he's too.
Movie.
I would think that he would think he's too cool for it.
Well, I think the reason is probably this. So it's going to be on Netflix, which means that studios didn't want to mess with it. You know, because it's probably too weird. But
maybe not though. Netflix has been kind of going after stuff lately, trying to do more and more.
Well, yeah, but they like to do the thing where they let people do whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
So it's like an outlet for that.
That's true.
So David Ayer is directing this. Okay. David Ayer was the director who did Suicide Squad.
Okay.
But David Ayer is also the director who did Training Day, Fury, and End of Watch. All amazing movies.
He did Fury and End of Watch?
Yes.
He directed them?
Yes.
What's Training Day?
Training Day.
Sorry.
Training Day is Denzel Washington. He's the cop.
I don't know that one.
All right, well, we'll watch it sometime.
Fury
it's been a while.
Is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
End of Watch, one of the better movies I've seen ever.
Yes, one of our favorite
Both
movies.
of those movies are really good character movies with like really great dialogue.
3 amazing movies.
But those could have just been really well written, and he just happened to get something really well written.
I believe that he wrote a few of them.
Well, if he did, you should have wrote that down, mister.
Well, actually, let me look that up. And before I do that, I was going to just say that that kind of is proving the fact that people think that Suicide Squad was like entirely the studio just messing with it and ruining it.
Yeah, that's possible. That's unfortunate because obviously everybody is just dying for a good DC movie, but nothing that we do will ever get it to us. They keep just putting Zack Snyder in charge of crap, and we all know how I feel about that.
All right, so he didn't direct Training Day, but he wrote Training Day.
Oh.
He wrote End of Watch, and he wrote Fury.
Holy
and he
crap.
directed Fury and End of Watch.
Those movies are so good.
Yeah, those are amazing movies.
Were they based on books or something?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't
Maybe
know.
Training Day was, but...
Holy cow. Way to go, dude.
Give him a clap?
Gave him a little clap. Well, okay. Yeah, I mean, okay. In fairness, let's be honest with our audience here. We have never seen Suicide Squad.
No, I don't plan on it either. It just sounds like a mess.
You keep telling me over and over again that you're going to watch it.
Well, yeah, but I'm going to be upset
why.
about watching it. I'm going to watch it just so that I can feel angry.
You guys, Charlie is a hypocrite. I just want to say this. He will tell me things all the time. All the time he'll say something like, I am never going to see that movie. And then just randomly on like a Tuesday night, he'll be like, man, I know I'm going to see Suicide Squad because I just got to see how bad it is. I just got to see it. And
I did the same thing with
you
Fantastic
said you
Four.
weren't going to.
I watched Fantastic Four against my better judgment.
But then he'll go back and tell you guys he's never going to watch it again. I'm
but
just
it was
saying,
kind of,
he does these things.
It was kind of fun to watch Fantastic Four because you knew how bad it was going to be, and then it was that bad.
Yeah, I never saw it, and I don't do that. Like, if Charlie's going to see Suicide Squad, he's going to do it sometime when I'm busy because I don't watch movies that are bad. Like, okay, that's not fair. Of course, sometimes I watch a bad movie because you can't always know going in if it's going to be bad. But when you do know and you've heard over and over again how bad it is, I don't go see it. Like, I have friends who are like, oh, but it's so bad that you can, like, laugh at it. I'm like, no, there's no such thing as it's so bad it's good to me. That's not a thing. Like, maybe some people would say that about, like, Hot Rod or Napoleon Dynamite, but okay.
No, those are supposed to be like
But
that.
I was going to say, I don't think that Hot Rod is a bad movie. I think it's a good movie. So, difference of opinion. But anyway, okay, back to this. Focus up.
The person who wrote this movie is Max Landis. Who
The name sounds so familiar.
He wrote Chronicle.
Chronicle?
Yes.
Okay, let's tell the folks what we think about Chronicle, because not everybody here knows.
Chronicle is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Charlie loves that movie. I bought it for him on Blu-ray back when that was a thing that people cared about. And we watched it pretty recently again.
Yeah,
and it
fairly
was
recently.
so good.
One
it
of
was
the
so
few
good
movies
again.
that I watch multiple times.
Yeah, I watch
usually
a lot
don't
of
do
movies
that.
multiple times.
I usually watch a movie once and then
You're good.
yeah.
That's how I am with books.
Well, yeah.
I'm never gonna. But there are people
take
who
a
read
bit
books
longer.
multiple times. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy to me. But I watch movies over and over again. Like, I've seen I Am Legend like 13 times. So, but for Charlie, if he wants to watch a movie again, he loves it. And we've seen Chronicle probably 3 times.
I've seen it 5 times. I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. And the thing about it is, if you haven't seen it, go rent it or something because it's really good. It's basically like a superhero movie, but super realistic. Just ridiculously
And depressing.
Yeah. And dark and
funny.
violent. In fact, it is what DC wishes it could be. Dark in a fun way. Like, it's funny, but yet you're
and it's got,
it leaves you devastated. Like, how do they do
something
that?
Dahan. I don't remember his first name, but that main guy in
The
it.
main character in
He's
it
in
is
A Cure
the
for
Goblin.
Wellness right now.
He's in A Cure for Wellness, and he's also the Goblin in that Spider-Man.
Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yes. And so if you've ever seen that guy, he's an amazing actor. I keep waiting for him to do something else that I love. Like, he was fine in The Amazing Spider-Man, but it wasn't really special. He was special in Chronicle.
And then, of course,
Incredible.
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan, I think that might be the first thing I ever saw him in.
Yeah, because we didn't watch that football show.
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan, and that you're right, because I didn't know his face. I was like, who is this guy?
Who is this?
And he was brilliant in it. He played the guy that everybody loved to the point where it was annoying, but then you loved him too, and you're like, oh, crap. I get it. I get why everybody loves him. He was brilliant. Ugh, that's a good movie. Go watch Chronicle.
All right, so there's that. But
Good writer
also,
and decent director from what we know.
Max Landis has some stinkers as well.
Yeah, I hear some people don't like him. All I know is Chronicle, and Chronicle's great.
Well, he wrote American Ultra, which is that like stoner
yeah,
Chuck.
and it didn't go over so well.
I never saw
the
it.
idea of it looked good.
None of these I didn't see any of these, so I mean they just were bombs at the theater,
So
the
what
box
else?
office. Victor Frankenstein
Oh yeah.
and Mr. Right, which we did an episode on.
Oh yeah. Well, okay. So not everything is a winner. I'm a writer. Sometimes I'll look at stuff I wrote and be like, nope, that's not a winner.
So it's interesting.
So that's okay.
All these people added up. So you got these 3 people added up. You have David Ayer, you have Max Landis, and you have Will Smith. All 3 of them can make something either amazing or bad.
That's true, because we know that Will Smith has done bad things.
Right. And
That made him sound like a bad person. I mean, like, he has done bad films. There are times where he has not been great in the films he's chosen to do.
Yeah, and so
But
I'm kind
at the
of
same
interested
time,
in
he's
it.
brilliant.
They literally got me with this.
I don't know why I keep saying brilliant, but that's the word of
Brilliant.
the day. Everybody knows that Will Smith can act. Charlie actually hasn't really seen Will Smith at his best, in my opinion, because he has not seen
I don't know
The
about,
Pursuit of
you
Happiness,
Mean,
and
you mean
he
Wild
has
Wild
not
West?
seen. Shut up. He has not seen The Pursuit of Happiness, and he has not seen 7 Pounds, which to me that's like the peak of acting. Both of those, like
No.
he's incredible.
Men in Black is Will Smith at his
Okay.
best.
Okay, I'm talking about best as in showing us a range of acting.
You're talking about best as
Acting.
in
Best
Oscar
acting.
bait.
No, I'm talking about best acting.
Yeah.
He's not great
Men
at
in Black.
acting in Men in Black. He's just
yes.
awesome and fun. It's a good, fun
This is
movie.
the best acting role he's ever done in his life.
For those of you who may be confused, we're talking about a movie that came out a long time ago, all of you youngins, with Will Smith fighting aliens on this earth. It is also wonderful.
And so here's the thing about this movie.
I'm assuming we have a
right?
really young audience.
Yeah, like a
a
10-year-old
young enough
mostly.
audience that's like, what's Men in Black?
10-year-old children listen
A
to
young
this
enough
podcast.
audience that they didn't even hear about Men in Black 3, which came out in like 2012.
Or just hear about it from anyone else.
Anyway,
They're infants.
sorry, I am feeling goofy. Off of the fever, feeling goofy.
Here's the thing about this one is I think it might be good. I think it might be fun and like funny, and Will Smith will be funny in it, even though it looks terrible.
It does. Okay, I'm glad you said that. It does look terrible. However, I just feel like a 30-second clip is not enough to tell.
No, yeah, I think
which
that
is
we
why I
might
was
get.
surprised when you said we should do this.
I just really wanted to talk about the weird group of people that are in this, and
Well,
the fact that it's a Netflix show and it's a movie, and it looks so bad.
We might as well talk about it while be the first to do a podcast on it.
Sure.
Boom.
Boom.
Beat
what
everybody
up?
else. Beat you to it. I hope it's good. I cannot wait till they release another trailer because they're gonna
Yeah.
have to. Like they're gonna
They're gonna release like 5. That's what
Yeah.
Netflix does. They always put like
Yeah.
like when you go into the show, they have like the 4 different trailers that they released for it.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see how this turns out.
I just don't know because Will Smith doesn't look like he's bouncy Will Smith, you know?
No, he
kinda
looks like he's Bad Boys Will Smith.
That's bouncy.
No,
Are you,
That's
are you
like
sure?
squinting the eyes, acting all cool.
No, but he doesn't look like he's
relaxing
acting cool.
and
He looks
maxing
like,
and shooting some b-ball
he looks
outside
like-
of the school. Sorry, I could not miss that opportunity. But no,
he looks like I Am Legend Will Smith.
I don't know.
Only more.
I guess I'm just saying he looked like, when he was holding the cop gun, he was kind of like, what?
Oh,
I'm a badass.
Yeah.
Like Bad
do you
Boys.
think that was the line? He's not like that in Bad Boys.
You haven't seen Bad Boys too?
Oh God. What was that?
That's me. That's my impression of
It's your Nick Frost Hot Fuzz impression?
That's my impression of the guy from Hot Fuzz who says that.
Can I hear it again?
You haven't seen Bad Boys too?
That was wonderful.
Oh, it is a good impression. All right,
It
let's go on.
Was it Indian version though?
No.
For those of you who don't know, every accent that Bethany does ends up sounding like an Indian accent.
No, that's just his opinion. I'm really good at Merida from the Disney movie Brave, but we won't go into that right now because we have to talk about where, when, and how we're going to see this movie.
Even though it's kind of obvious. Here we go. Where? When? How? Are you going to see this movie?
All right, I will get this thing started.
Go for it.
Where could I possibly see this Netflix movie? JK, I'm going to see it on Netflix.
JK Rowling, I'm watching it on Netflix.
Here's
y'all.
the thing. We've only ever done one other movie on Netflix on our podcast, and that
Little
was
Prince.
The Little Prince. And we said this then, I believe. And back then we were really excited about that movie for good reason. It was a good movie. But kind of the same thing we said about that is like, yeah, I'm going to see it. It's on Netflix.
Yeah, it's free. I think I said that to you after the trailer was over.
Why not?
It's like,
Yeah,
I
you were
was
like,
that looks awful. I mean, I'm going to watch it because
yeah,
it's free.
I think you just looked at me and were like, well, we're going to see that, right? Like, what? It's on Netflix. It's kind of brilliant. Like, let's say this writer,
Maxie boy.
let's say he had this crazy weird idea that he knew he couldn't pitch to anyone else. He's brilliant to give it to Netflix if it is good.
Brilliant.
If he really believes, I'm sorry, I keep saying brilliant, but if he really believes in it and he feels really confident, then put it out there where everyone's going to see it. You know, you're guaranteed that people are going to watch that.
Well,
it's on Netflix.
It's kind of crazy that it's like I was saying before, it's all this massive star power movie being released on Netflix.
Yeah, and there's no way I'm going to miss it. I'm definitely going to see it. Will it be the first weekend it comes out? Probably not. Maybe. What's going to happen is it's going to be the first weekend I'm like, I don't know what to do this weekend.
Yeah.
Like, we don't really have anything to do. Hey, that Will Smith movie on Netflix
you know
is out.
that weird, terrible Will Smith movie? Let's
But
watch that.
Here's one thing I want to say. We could easily fall into the trap of just watching it alone on a Tuesday night or even a Friday night or whatever. I want to work really hard to not do that. What I want to happen is to get a group together and watch it. Just be like, screw it, guys. Party Will Smith Netflix movie.
If you're apartment
If it's
complex,
bad, we're going to experience it together. If it's good, we're going to experience it together. Let's go. Let's dive in.
if your apartment complex has a theater that you can rent out, like one of those little like theaters,
I don't know how you would get Netflix on that.
you can download stuff now to your phone from Netflix.
Can you put your phone on
No,
the projector?
No, yeah, you like put like a little like double-sided tape, a little piece of double-sided tape, and just stick the phone right up there.
No.
Well, you could. It just would be hard to see.
Anyway. No, the point is, I'm just saying, like, obviously, I think most people would probably just peruse through one night and be like, let's watch this. Let's try it out. Actually, I kind of want to see it early on, like as soon as it comes out, because I don't want to be tainted.
Make it an event. Have some Will Smith themed treats at your disposal.
Okay. Let's
some
think
Men
of
in
what
Black
that would
licorice.
Be. Gross. I hate black licorice. But okay, that's fair. Men in Black licorice. Let's see. I Am Legend. What would that be?
I am lasagna.
It doesn't have to be the name of the movie.
I am lasagna.
It just has to be relevant.
Some sort of airborne disease.
Oh, there you go.
Just
That's
fill
a
the
great
room with
snack.
gas.
Just no.
No?
Don't fill the room with poisonous gas. Let's not do that.
You could have dog treats.
That's what I was actually thinking. Biscuits.
Dog biscuits for his dog.
Let's see. His movies don't really lend well to snacks.
Wild Wild West.
Oh, well, Wild Wild West.
Buffalo Wild Wild West wings.
Yes. That's a good one. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of even Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
The Pursuit of Happy Meals.
Oh, in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, he always liked the Philly cheesesteak, the greasy one that would soak through the bag.
Yeah.
So if you live in Philly, definitely get a Philly cheesesteak. What did you say? The Pursuit of Happiness?
The Pursuit of Happy Meals.
Yes. 7 pounds of burgers.
Yeah, there you go.
A 7-pound rack of ribs.
Oh, rack of ribs.
Sorry. Okay. No, I mean, I'm just saying it would be more fun to do it as a group. And it's one of those things where Netflix, when it puts stuff out, you usually just consume it on your own. It's not like you get people like, hey, people, come on over. Let's watch this. Do it. Make it fun.
You jerks.
Make it fun, because if it's terrible, it's more fun to experience it together. You'll be like, wow, we watched that, didn't we? And then you'll always be able to talk about how terrible it is. It'll
there
be
you
great.
go.
And
See
if
it
it's
with your
good,
friends. Have a
then
good time.
woo-hoo.
Live your life. Watch an orc and Will Smith talk to each other.
It's definitely going to be weird. I can say that.
Well, let's move on to Rotten Tomatoes and see what we think critics will say about that. Rotten Tomatoes percentages.
Okay. Critics. I would like you to go first on this one.
Oh, okay. Stalling there, huh? While I was writing stuff down. Well, let's see. I think that critics will give this, and I'm pretty confident about this, a 46%. But I think that it'll be good.
Okay.
So I think that critics will give it a 46%. Audience will give it like a 58. And it'll be super fun to watch. And it'll, like, 10 years from now, there will be a huge fan base of people that love Bright. You know, it'll be one of those things.
Yeah, because here's the thing. It'll probably look bad. Maybe not. But, like, I was just thinking
It's
of, like,
just
The
gonna
Princess
be so
Bride.
weird that no one will be able to handle it.
But I was just thinking of, like, The Princess Bride. That movie is amazing, but it didn't do well in box office. And I think it's when you have something that's so weird, it's like there's monsters, it's super fairy tale-esque, but it's for adults. Adults have trouble with that sometimes. If they're not already into fantasy, they have trouble just going with it. But then once they do, it has to build.
Well, and Max
an
Landis is
audience.
so weird, too.
Yeah, he is, but
I mean, he's going to get free reign to just do whatever he wants. And
Yeah.
it's going to be the weirdest of
So,
weird.
did you say audience score?
58.
58, okay. Yeah, this is difficult. So there has only been one movie on Netflix, right? Or has there been multiples now?
There's been a couple.
I know there
the
was
Little
that one.
Prince, and then
Oh, yeah, that's right. And then
Beasts of No Nation, I
Is
think
that
is
the
what it's
one-
called. Idris Elba.
yes, and then wasn't there one with like David Spade or some other
Well, no.
washed up
no,
actor?
Adam Sandler has
Adam
released
Sandler.
3 of them already.
Okay, so Adam Sandler.
But I don't count those because they're awful.
Yeah,
I've
that's what I was
watched,
gonna say.
I
Those
watched
have to be awful.
like the first 20 minutes of the one that was making fun of the Hateful Eight.
Yeah, those have to be
Or
awful.
no, the whatever. It doesn't matter.
Magnificent
It was a
Seven?
Western movie. Yeah, the Magnificent Seven. And it was so bad.
Well, anyway, I was going to say, so there's been the really terrible end of it, and then there's been Little Prince and The Beast of No Nation. Is that what you said that was
I've
called?
never seen it. I
But
don't
those
know.
both were critically acclaimed, I believe.
I think so.
I think this one's going to be smack dab in the middle of that. It's not going to be terrible like the Adam Sandler stuff, but it's definitely going to not be critically acclaimed. So it puts me in a tough spot.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to give it a 52.
And she's talking out the side of the mouth.
So I'm going to give it a 52, just, to be different than you. Maybe people will like it a little more than half.
A little, slightly
And,
more than half of the people who see it will like it.
And then I think that the audience will probably be similar. I would say a 55.
I'm saying that there's nothing that anyone can do to make me not excited about this. Not excited about
Yeah.
seeing it. Because it's going to be, I know it's going to be bad.
Here's the thing. If this movie is terrible and then all of a sudden Will Smith does another movie on Netflix, I may not watch it. But this is the first Will Smith Netflix movie. It's coming right to my home. Will Smith is basically entering my home.
Nope,
just
that's not what's
stepping
happening.
But think about it. One day I'm going to come home, turn on the TV, and Will Smith will be there. Like, would you like to see a movie personal to you?
They should make that,
Right
you know
here
how
on your own TV?
Netflix autoplays right when you open it up nowadays?
Yeah.
They should make that. It's just Will Smith and he's just like, hello, would you like to watch a movie?
Yes. Yes. Because that's what's so fascinating about it is like, I don't have to do anything. At any point, I can just turn my TV on and he will be there for me. I don't have to pay. I don't have to get up and go somewhere like to the theater. He's
Stupid
just there.
theater.
I love the theater.
With
I'm
its
just
stupid
saying.
seats.
No. Okay. There's clearly not. Okay. Not every movie should be on Netflix. Clearly, it's great to go to the theaters. There's a lot of, good things
However,
about that.
every Will Smith movie should be on Netflix.
No, I disagree.
I think that's
I disagree.
true.
But the point is that's what makes this special is that it's the first time we have Will Smith coming to our living room.
You stop it with that.
It's amazing to me. Think about it. Imagine if Will Smith just walked through our door right now.
That
That would be crazy.
That door is locked.
Well, he's a ghost.
What?
He can go through doors.
Will Smith is a ghost?
Just kidding. Don't listen to me, guys. Will Smith, as far as I know, is just a human. But
A human butt.
think about that though. Like, let's say nobody told us about this, and one day we just flipped on the Netflix, and Will Smith was in our living room. Look, I love coming home every night.
And seeing Will Smith.
No,
It's great.
no. Turning on the TV and Frasier is in my living room.
Oh, my
you know?
God.
Turning on the TV and The Flash
You're a
is
menace.
right there with me, right? Like, TV is awesome. TV is awesome, especially nowadays with... No, especially
Could you
nowadays
imagine?
with Netflix.
Okay, so like I turn this TV on
No.
and they're just there.
They are. No, okay. Little tangent here.
Oh, here?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
going on a tangent.
Yep, there she goes.
Okay,
It'd be funny if you just left.
I love TV right now. I was talking about this with some friends the other day. I've talked about this with Charlie extensively.
That's me.
It's amazing that there is so much quality TV that I cannot consume it all. Like, there's no way. And I'm talking about Amazon Prime. I'm talking about Hulu. I'm talking about
We don't even have
HBO
Hulu.
Go. Exactly. So I can't consume that. I'm talking about Netflix. All of these, choose what you want to watch TV stations, whatever, streaming services. They have revolutionized TV, and everybody knows that, obviously. But I was thinking about how
Next
people
season
used
of House
to,
of Cards is coming out soon.
Yeah. I was thinking about how people used to joke about how, like, I got 200 channels. I could never possibly watch all of them, And it's like, yeah, that's the thing. You used to pay a bunch of money to get more channels than you would ever want. Now you pay a little bit of money to get
More shows than you could ever need.
exactly. And you want them all. Like, not obviously all of them, but you get to
I want
choose.
them all.
You don't have to just be like, oh, I got to flip through all 200 and hope that something is good on right now. Also, with the, old TV format.
I think that's called dumb form.
No, with the old TV format, they had to fill the time for 24 hours. They had to put something out there. And so with Netflix, you just put it out there. You put the one thing you made out there. You spent time on it. You perfected it. You put it out there, and then it's up to us if we want to watch it. It's up to us to fill our 24 hours of TV.
Capitalism in action.
It's just brilliant.
Oh, my God. All right.
Brilliant.
I am going to wrap it up before anything else happens. Did you hear her Indian accent right there? Can I hear it again?
Cheerio. Brilliant. So can I do Merida?
No, you cannot do Merida. All right.
I'll be fighting for my own hand.
You can't.
I did it.
Indian.
I did it.
It's like an Indian Merida.
I'll be fighting for my own hand.
You heard it there, right?
What?
You sounded Indian.
No.
All right. Wrapping it up. That's another episode of Movie Trailer Trash. You can find us on the Twitter at MTT Podcast. You can go to our website, mttpodcast.com. That's where you can find many things, including
many things,
including MTT Extra episode about the Power Rangers trailer, which Bethany did the first episode of. They're real short, under 10 minutes. Gonna place those in throughout our normal episodes.
If you've ever thought to yourself,
okay,
this is fun. It really is, but I wish it was a lot shorter and that guy wasn't on it.
Yep.
Then that's what you can do.
Feminism.
Charlie will have a few also, though. So
Hashtag
for those
feminism.
of you who can't stand my voice,
hashtag no Charlie.
we're giving you guys options.
All right. What else?
You can also find us on Entertainment Buffet's YouTube page. So check
go
that
to
out.
their channel.
See what else they got
Stop
going
calling
on.
it a page. It's a channel.
Okay. I'm YouTube illiterate, and I'm sorry.
Will Smith lives on YouTube also.
Oh my gosh, you're telling me that he could just be in my office?
Just on your desk.
Just on my desk?
Yeah, you just put him right on your desk. He'll dance around for you.
I love Will Smith.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye,
Goodbye.
guys.